The understanding of workplace is evolving, changing. It's impacted by social movements, digitalization, the pandemic as well, and also employees, they are currently demanding more meaningful work, more attention to employee rights and status elevation. People want to see value in what they are doing. They also want to be considered as creators of organizational products and values and outcomes. So it's no longer enough just to have a paycheck. People want to contribute to the greater world, and this needs to be answered by organizations, because then we look at the workplace, the instruments to impact decision making or hold power to account or make change. These instruments are usually either old-fashioned, underdeveloped, or not available to employees. And so we are very grateful to work together with the Leverhulme Trust on our research project to understand how the ideas of democracy could be translated into organizational practices.
There's a continued debate on how job satisfaction affects overall performance. Some believe that employees are vital assets and their satisfaction will positively impact the overall performance. However, some might argue that basically focusing too much on job satisfaction might come at the expense of shareholders and the overall organizational performance. As part of our project, we study the impact of employee satisfaction on how efficiently a company invests in labor. We found indeed a positive impact for employee satisfaction on labor investment efficiency. The finding means that companies with satisfied employees are able to adjust their labor forces without the need to overemploy or underemploy workers.
So getting qualified employees, getting motivated employees is a big thing, is a hot topic, because we are facing a shortage of employees. Many elderly employees are retiring, so we need motivated young ones who are able to cope with the challenges with respect to digitalization, digital transformation in the current day and age. And that's why caring about their employees and taking their perspectives into consideration is something crucial that they have to do.
We're paying attention to the experiences of workers because that's the only thing that's going to prove long, resilient sort of communities, right? So you're not going to have people staying in places where they're not happy at work. So I see happiness at work and high levels of job quality as essential to creating places where we want to live as communities.
In traditional corporate communication settings, management holds a monopoly on the corporate communication channels about workplace. And these channels include annual reports, sustainability reports, corporate websites, and so on. Nowadays, we're living in the digital age. Online spaces such as social media platforms provide external arenas for employees to share their experiences and opinions. And social media platforms, they are widely accessible, interactive, and can be anonymous, which weakens companies' control over information environment. Moreover, employees, they have considerable informational advantages due to their unique access to first-hand information. So they can provide more honest and diverse perspective on workplace practices behind the scenes. So by comparing corporate narratives with employee opinions shared on social media, we can get a deeper understanding of whether companies walk the talk or not.
We collected more than 250,000 of employee reviews on social media platforms, and we applied topic modeling to try to make sense and extract meanings. And I was very surprised to see how different the perspective of organizations on the workplace and individual perspective of employees. So it's almost like different organizations they are talking about, because organizations will be more focused on delivering strategic objectives, visions, and long-term targets, and employees will really talk about their burnout, not being appreciated. So that's why I believe we need to put them in a dialogue.
Thank you so much for joining us.
I do believe there is a correlation between employee engagement, employee satisfaction and performance. It should be evidence-based, so where are you going to go for your evidence? A big chunk of it is going to be your employee voice.
We argue that social media platforms are providing a new channel of communication, and that's why investors, we argue, should also take this information on board, because there is nothing worse when you invest and then a scandal happens. So investors can take this information on board when they are making their investment decisions.
Some of the technology like AI actually changes the domain and the value that people are going to deliver in work. You know, these big language models that we're seeing now, they can do the kind of pushing information backwards and forwards. What they can't do is the stuff that actually defies conventional measurement and falls into this category of discretionary effort. And it's only employees who are satisfied and engaged who are going to make any discretionary effort. And the more of these tools we bring in and come out, the more that is going to be true of every organisation.
We are going from treating employees as a traditional labor asset towards personalities that contribute their knowledge, expertise and talent. And because we are going through this shift, the understanding of how we can involve employees, engage employees, retain talent are really in the spotlight. Once we answer this question, I believe we can really get a great return for organizational success, corporate outcomes, profitability and sustainable development of businesses.